Let me ask you something honestly. When a buyer walks into your home during a showing, are they thinking about how beautiful your kitchen is, how much natural light comes through those windows, whether their king bed fits in the primary bedroom, or are they staring at your dog's bed in the corner of the living room, glancing at the stack of mail on the counter, noticing the political sign still sitting by the front door, or wondering what happened to that carpet stain? Here's the hard truth. Buyers make their emotional decision in first 30 seconds. Let that sink in. Research consistently shows that first impressions in person and online in your listing photos determine whether someone falls in love with your home or start looking for a reason to walk out. And in today's Seattle metro market, you cannot afford to give buyers a reason to walk away. So in this video, I'm going through 25 specific things: clutter, safety hazards, staging mistakes, and mindset traps that are quietly scaring buyers away. We are going from lived-in to list ready, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to remove, what to replace, and what to stop doing so that your home shows up beautifully in photos and in person. Stay with me till the end because I'll also tell you how to get my free lifted to list ready pre-listing checklist so you can go room by room without feeling overwhelmed. If we haven't met yet, I'm Neelam, a realtor here across Seattle, Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond, Sammamish, and the broader Seattle metro. I help homeowners stage, price, and market their homes so they stand out online, attract more showings, and sell for top dollar even in a shifting market. I have been in real estate since 2016, and before that, I spent years in IT working inside some of the largest companies in the country. That background gives me a particular kind of eye. I'm detail oriented, I think analytically, and when I walk into a property that's about to go on the market, I'm not seeing it through an emotional lens. I'm seeing it the way a buyer sees it and the way a camera lens sees it. And what I see more often than not are completely avoidable mistakes that cost sellers money and time. Here's the context that matters right now. According to recent data from Redmond, the median days on market in King County has climbed to around 24 days as of early 2026, which is double what it was a year ago. Buyers today are more selective. They are comparing more options. They are making more calculated decisions, which means the homes that sell fast, the ones that get multiple offers in that critical first week, are the ones that are priced right and show right. Today is about the showing, but let's get right into it. The people and pet problems. The first trap, you being home during showings. This is number one for a reason, and I'm going to be direct with you. Please don't be home when buyers come to tour your property. I know it feels weird to leave your own home, but the moment a buyer walks in and you are sitting at the kitchen table or standing by the bookcase giving a little tour narration, everything changes. Buyers immediately feel like they are intruding. They whisper, they rush, they don't even emotionally connect with the space. The subconscious reaction is we cannot picture ourselves here because someone else clearly already lives here. During every showing, during every open house, you are on a field trip. Remember that. Coffee shop, park, Target, wherever it is, just not at your property. Same rule for your kids. Give buyers the physical and emotional space to fall in love. Second trap, your pets and their evidence. I love animals. A lot of my clients love animals, but not every buyer does. And even buyers who do love animals can be turned off by the reality of pets in a home they're considering purchasing. Here's what pets introduce that you might not even notice anymore: odor, litter boxes, wet dog, pet food sitting in a bowl, noise, barking, scratching. An immediate concern: is their pet damage under the rug? Were they on the furniture? The goal is that a buyer cannot immediately tell a pet lives here. That means no pet bowls visible, no pets on the main living area, no litter box anywhere. A buyer will walk, no scratching posts in the photo frame. Ideally, your pets are with a friend, family member, or at a boarding during showings. And this is not just for showing day, it is for photo day too. Because the first showing most buyers get is your listing photos online. Third trap, the driveway and curb zone. First impressions start before buyers reach the door. They start from the street. If your driveway and front door include a boat that hasn't moved in 3 years, an RV parking taking up half the front of the house, project vehicles in various stages of disassembly, or just four extra cars parked every which way, buyers immediately read that as no storage, cluttered lifestyle, and tight space. Before you list, clear the driveway completely on showing days. Move extra vehicles down the street or to a neighbor's. Parking is competitive in your neighborhood. Use cones to hold a few spots and remove them just before buyers arrive. Think model home, not personal parking lot. The curve sets the emotional tone for everything that follows. Visual clutter inside the home. 5 to 9 a.m. trap. Tech clutter, cables, and remote graveyard. We all have one. The drawer or the surface with 17 remotes, charging cables from devices we no longer own. A dusty Bluetooth speaker from 2017 and power strip running visibly along the baseboard. In your everyday life, you don't notice it. In listing photos, it looks chaotic. Pre-listing, go through your tech clutter honestly. Toss what you generally don't use. For the rest, invest in a small decorative box or a single organized drawer. Tuck power strips and visible cables behind furniture. This alone can make listing photos look significantly more elevated. Bold colors and personality walls. This is a conversation I have constantly with sellers. You painted the dining room a deep burgundy because you love it, and honestly, it looks incredible when you did it. But to a buyer scrolling through Zillow on their phone, that deep burgundy reads as paint project immediately. And this room looks smaller than it is. Strong colors, neon accents, bold feature walls, very saturated kids' room make it harder for buyers to mentally move in. They are too busy reacting to the color to see the actual bones of the space. Before you list, repaint bold walls in light neutral tones, soft whites, warm beiges, that Pacific North grayish that photographs beautifully in our typically overcast light. These create a calm backdrop where buyers can imagine their own furniture, their own art, their own life. And don't just repaint, swap white towels, full bedding, and loud accent pillows for simple neutral versions. The transformation is usually significant and surprisingly affordable. Heavy, oversized, or dark furniture. If a buyer has to turn sideways to move through a room, the room feels small, even if the square footage is perfectly fine. Heavy wood pieces, massive sectionals, overstuffed armchairs stacked into every corner, they usually weigh a space down. The room starts feeling like a furniture store warehouse rather than home. Ask yourself honestly, in each room, does the space make the space feel bigger, brighter, and more intentional? If the answer is no, that piece needs to go into storage, not just another room for the duration of your listing. Lighter furniture, fewer pieces, and clear sight lines between rooms make a home feel spacious, open, and moving ready. That is the emotional experience you want every buyer to countertop chaos. If there's one staging rule that has never changed in my years of doing this, it's this one. Clear counters sell homes. I walk into a kitchen with four appliances, a pile of mail, a charging station, a collection of decorative bottles, a paper towel roll, a dish drying rack, two cutting boards, and a fruit bowl all on the counter at once. That kitchen does not photograph well, and it does not show well. For listing purposes, pull everything off the counter. Then put back one, maybe two pretty appliances, a clean soap dispenser. That's it. Think of that Pinterest kitchen aesthetic, clean, airy, easy on the eyes. Buyers are not imagining your coffee maker, they're imagining things. Give them the blank canvas. This goes for the bathroom counters, laundry room counters, every horizontal surface in the home. Overstuffed closets. Buyers will open your closets. That's not nosiness. That's what buyers do. Because storage is one of the two factors in any purchase decision. When they open a closet and clothes fall out, or they can't see the back wall because everything is packed into 2 feet deep, they don't think, wow, these people have a lot of stuff. They think this home does not have enough storage. Your closet goal during listing, remove at least one third of everything. Off-season clothes, extra shoes, things you haven't touched in 6 months. Box it, donate it, move it to a storage unit. What stays should be organized and have breathing room. Matching hangers make a bigger visual difference than you might expect. It's a small investment that makes your closet look like a boutique instead of a pile. The garage as a storage unit. In the greater Seattle area, garages are genuinely valuable. Tech buyers, outdoor recreation enthusiasts, families, everyone wants functional garage space. Garage packed floor to ceiling with random bins, lawn equipment, boxes of mystery items, and old furniture reads as one thing, not enough space. So before listing, group everything by category. Sports equipment together, tools organized on a wall or shelf, holiday stuff stacked neatly. Move through deep storage to a rented unit if needed. A reasonably organized garage to aspire this home was cared for. A chaotic one raises questions. Bathroom reality and odor issues. Bathroom reality overload. I have walked through a bathroom before listing that tell me every detail of the homeowner's personal hygiene routine. razors on the edge of the sink, open trash cans, plungers right next to the toilet brushes in plain sight, 14 bottles of shampoo and conditioner in the shower, and an air freshener that's been there so long it's part of the decor. That's lived in. However, list ready is different. For every bathroom before photos and before showings, plungers and toilet brushes go under the sink or into a cabinet, out of sight. Trash cans with no lid get a lid or get moved out. Open shower goods get pared down to 1 or 2 each. Razor and toothbrush into a drawer. Replace all of that with fresh, neatly folded towels, one clean soap dispenser, maybe one small plant or neutral candle. That the goal is that buyers feel spa. Someone just rushed out of here 5 minutes ago. Visible medication and hygiene products. This one is both aesthetic and practical. Anything that goes in or on your body should not be visible during showings, not for staging reasons, but for security and privacy reasons. Open houses in particular can bring people you don't know into your space. Prescriptions, supplement, personal items, these go into a cabinet or drawer, or ideally a lockbox or off-site for duration of your listing. Carpet damage and mystery odors. In the Seattle and Eastside market, I consistently see sellers offer carpet credit rather than replacing a visibly damaged or stained carpet. I understand the instinct. It feels generous, but from a buyer psychology standpoint, it often backfires. Buyers don't want a project before they move in. When they walk through a home and see stained or worn carpet, or smell the unmistakable scent of years of pet odors, their mental price starts dropping. And not just by the cost of new carpet, it's the uncertainty. What else was neglected? If your carpet is in bad shape, replace it. Budget friendly neutral carpet in a clean light tone can transform a room and remove a significant buyer objection before it ever comes up. This is a high ROI move. For odors, especially a professional deeply new carpet in affected areas and good ventilation. Your home should smell like nothing or like clean, not like air fresheners masking something else. Buyers notice that immediately. Air purifiers in every room. This is one that surprises people, but I have seen it matter. When buyers walk through a home and there's an air purifier in the bedroom, one in the living room, one in the office, and one in the hallway, the question that pops into their head is why do they need so many of these? Is there mold, smoke, allergies, traffic pollution, pets? It's not the question you want buyers asking during a showing. If your health allows, tuck extra purifiers away during photo and showing or at minimum limit to one and make sure it's clean and inconspicuous. Exterior safety signals and less obvious traps. Dead landscaping and overgrown branches. Your front yard is the literal cover of your listing. Buyers see it in photos before they see anything else, and they see it the moment they pulled up in person. Dead plants, crispy shrubs, brown grass patches, overgrown branches brushing the roof line, these signal one thing: deferred maintenance. And when buyers see deferred maintenance outside, they start wondering what else was deferred inside. You don't need to landscape the entire yard. Pull the obvious dead stuff. Trim overgrown branches, add a bag of fresh mulch to the beds. If the budget allows, a flat of simple seasonal plants from a local nursery goes a long way. Here in the Pacific North, our natural greenery is one of our greatest assets. If your yard isn't showing it off, buyers are missing the forest of the dead shrubs. Over the top security signaling. Security is smart, but visually aggressive security, multiple alarm company signs in every window, beware of dog signs plastered everywhere, bars on windows that shows up in listing photos. These make buyers feel like your neighborhood is unsafe, even if it isn't. You are still peaceful and safe. Maximum security. Keep your systems active. Just don't advertise them on every square inch of the exterior. Small rugs and hallway runners. Everywhere, multiple small rugs and runners throughout a home do two things that hurt you. They chop up the visual flow of each room, making spaces feel smaller and more segmented, and they are genuine trip hazards during a busy open house. Before photos, remove hallway runners and small bathroom rugs. Keep only larger anchor rugs that define a sitting area or dining space. Less is significantly more here. Visible cords and dangling blind strings. This is a finishing detail issue that costs nothing to fix and makes a real difference in photos. Bundle cords behind furniture. Tuck them into cable management channels along the baseboard. Roll up blind strings and tuck them behind the shade. These are small things, but in a listing photo, they create visual noise that makes the room look less polished than it is. Your photographer will thank you, and so will your buyers. rodent or insect traps in visible locations. If you have been proactive about pest prevention, great. But visible traps along the wall, under the sink, in the corner of the garage, or tucked behind the toilet immediately plant a question in buyer's mind. Do they have pest problem? Before listing, remove all visible traps. If you have had documented pest issues, have it professionally addressed and keep the documentation. That's the right way to disclose and handle it. But visible traps as decor are not something buyers should be encountering on a showing. Security, valuables, and privacy. Medication within reach during open houses, in particular, invite strangers into your home. I have seen this firsthand. People attend open houses for many reasons, and not all of them are looking to buy. Prescriptions should be in lockbox, moved to a safe, or taken offsite entirely during showings and open houses. Personal documents and small electronics, passports, bank statements, checkbooks, anything with account numbers or identifying information, these should be completely out of sight and ideally locked up during the listing period. Same goes for iPads, small laptops, and portable devices left on desks or counters. Jewelry, collectibles, and small valuables. Your agent being present does not mean every item is accounted for at every moment. Small jewelry, watches, collectibles, and valuables should be in a safe deposit box with a trusted family member or in a heavy secured safe during the entire time your home is listed. You are decluttering risk just as much as you're decluttering space. Your family photos are beautiful, but here's the dual reality of leaving them up when you list. One, they make it harder for buyers to mentally move into the space. They are seeing your life, not imagining their own. And two, your listing photos will be seen by potentially thousands of strangers. Your family's faces, your children's school portraits, your last name in those wooden letters above the fireplace, all of that goes online the moment your home sits on Zillow, Redmond, and every other platform. Replace with neutral art, mirrors, or just clear walls. It's for your own security. This is not a loss, it's a strategic choice. Political signs, religious decor, and polarizing items. I say this with complete respect because I know these items are deeply meaningful to you. Campaign signs in the yard, flags with political messages, prominent religious altars, or scripture wall art, or any other item that signal a strong personal belief. These need to come down for the listing period. You are not looking for a buyer who shares your values. You are looking for the buyer who loves this specific home, is qualified, and can close. That buyer pool is larger when the home feels welcoming and neutral to every person who walks through the door. Pack these items carefully and with intention. You will set them back up in your next home. For now, the home is a product, and products sell better when they appeal to the broadest possible audience. Always remember this. Visible signs of deferred maintenance. This one bridges into more than staging. It's about condition. A dripping faucet left unrepaired, a bathroom exhaust fan that makes a grinding noise, a fence gate that does not latch, a garage door that hesitates before closing. In a more balanced market like what we are seeing in Seattle right now, where buyers have more inventory to compare and are more analytical in their decisions, these small deferred items add fast. Buyers use them as negotiating ammunition, or worse, as a reason to simply move to the next listing. Move up your home with a critical eye, or better yet, ask your agent to do a walkthrough with you before photos. Identify and fix the small stuff. It's almost always less expensive than the negotiating leverage it would otherwise give buyers. Staying emotionally attached to your home as your home. This is the biggest one, and I say it with empathy because I have helped a lot of people sell homes they truly love. The moment you decide to sell, the relationship with your home has to shift. You are no longer living in your sanctuary. You are marketing a product, and product needs to appeal to buyers, not just to you. Every box you pack gets you closer to your next chapter. Every item you donate or store simplifies a buyer's experience in your home. Every hour of prep work is a direct investment in a faster sale and a stronger final number. I have seen sellers who did the work, the decluttering, the painting, the staging, the small repairs, sell in first week at or above asking price. And I have seen sellers who held back, who kept all the personal items and the bold colors and the clutter counters sit on the market for weeks and ultimately accept less. The data in Seattle Metro right now supports this clearly. Well priced, well prepared, move in ready homes are still drawing serious buyer interest and selling within 2 to 3 weeks. Homes that aren't prepared are sitting. The gap between them is not luck, it's preparation. If you made it this far, You are already well ahead of the average seller in this market. You now know the 25 specific things that are costing sellers time, offers, and money. And more importantly, you know exactly how to fix that. Here's my ask. If you are in the Seattle metro, whether you are in Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond, Sammamish, Mercer Island, Woodinville, Bothell, and you are thinking about listing in the next 3 to 6 months, I would love to do a personal walkthrough with you. I'll go room by room and tell you exactly what to fix, what to ignore, and where a little strategic investment will actually move the needle for your sale. The link is in the description below to book a free consultation. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this content reach other homeowners who need it. Subscribe for the practical real estate advice. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.